If you're out here paying for flights with your debit card in this economy, I need you to sit down, grab a beverage, and let me lovingly change that bad decision for you. Welcome back. I'm Jess of OKS Family Travels, and today I'm walking you through exactly how I use Chase credit card points to offset the cost of travel without turning into one of those people who has 17 spreadsheets, 3 burner phones, and a suspicious amount of emotional attachment to airport lounges. Today, I'm going to tell you how I earn points, not so much the best way to spend them. If you want info about that, I suggest you check out the Points Guy or Away Together. I'll link their channels in the description box below. They've found ways to hack the system that make my eyes itch and my head hurt, but they work. Once you start racking up the points, they'll help you maximize them. No shade, but I'm not one of those travel hackers who signs up for 14 cards a month and refers to their wallet as a points ecosystem. I don't have time for that. I keep it simple. I use my Chase Freedom, Chase Sapphire Preferred, and Disney Visa. Before we jump in, a quick disclaimer. This only works if you pay your cards off in full every month. I'm going to say that again for people in the back, the side, and the cheap seats. Pay your cards off in full. The interest rate on these cards is not cute. Points are only worth it if you're not paying interest. And in the interest of transparency, this is a do as I say, not as I do advice. So let's talk about the setup. I use 3 cards, but only 2 of them do the heavy lifting. The first is my Chase Freedom Unlimited card. There are like 3 versions of the Freedom card. This one has no annual fee, unlimited 1.5% cash back, 3% on dining in drugstores, and 5% on travel purchased through Chase Travel. I use that card for everyday spending just like you would a debit card. This is my groceries, my gas, my random Amazon orders. Every dollar that would normally just disappear into the void of adulthood now earns me points. You know all those incredibly glamorous purchases that make up life? Toilet paper, laundry detergent, dog food, printer ink? $40 worth of blueberries that your family will somehow inhale in 24 hours? All of that becomes travel money later. Now, let's talk about why I use the Freedom card like a debit card. This is the secret. Most people think points only come from huge purchases or expensive vacations. Nope. The magic is in the boring stuff. If you're already spending money on groceries, gas, streaming services, your cell phone bill, household items, and all the things that make life expensive for absolutely no reason, you might as well earn points while you do it. And because I run those purchases through my Chase Freedom card and pay it off each month, I'm earning points without changing my budget. That's the key. I'm not spending more, I'm just rerouting the spending through a card that gives me something back. This is not one of those videos where I tell you to spend $5,000 on artisanal luggage and then congratulate yourself for a free airport muffin. No, I'm talking about regular life. The boring, everyday, why is shampoo suddenly $17 kind of life. Those purchases add up. And over the course of the year, you can easily earn enough points to offset a hotel stay, a flight, or a car rental. Then there's the Chase Sapphire Preferred. This one has a $95 annual fee and you earn 5x points on travel purchased through the Chase Travel portal, a $50 annual travel hotel credit, 3x points on dining at restaurants, including eligible delivery services, takeout and dining out, and 2x on other travel purchases. This is my card for larger purchases, basically anything expensive enough to make me pause dramatically before clicking checkout. Hotel stays, restaurants, flights, concert tickets, furniture, big household purchases, all of that goes on the Sapphire Preferred. The reason is because the Sapphire Preferred earns more points in those categories, and then you combine those points with the points from the Freedom card, suddenly you have a nice little pile of travel points. It's kind of like letting your points get together and unionize. This card also offers trip cancellation interruption insurance. If your trip is canceled or cut short by covered situations, you can be reimbursed. Baggage delay, which reimburses you up to $100 a day for up to 5 days for things like toiletries and clothing when baggage is delayed for over 6 hours. Then there's travel and emergency assistance. If you run into a problem while traveling, this benefit provides legal and medical referrals and access to other travel and emergency assistance services. You still have to pay for this stuff, but they'll let you know who to call, kind of like a concierge. There's also purchase protection. It covers your eligible new purchases for up to 120 days from the date of purchase against damage or theft, up to $500 per item. And here's a big one, car rental coverage. You can decline the rental company's expensive collision insurance when you charge the entire rental cost to your card. Coverage is primary and provides reimbursement up to $60,000 for theft and collision damage for most rental vehicles. Also, it provides trip delay reimbursement. If your travel is delayed more than 12 hours or requires an overnight stay, you're covered for unreimbursed expenses such as meals and lodging, up to $500 per covered traveler. You also pay no foreign transaction fees with this card, and it has a great little app that lets you instantly lock or unlock your card if it gets stolen or you forget which purse you put it in and go into panic mode for 5 fiscal minutes. And lastly, we have the Disney Visa. I use that card exclusively for Disney trips, and that's it. That's the whole sentence. Because outside of Disney, the perks are just not that impressive. The Disney Visa is nice if you're booking Disney trips, buying from the Disney store, or trying to justify paying $20 for a fistful of churros because I'm on vacation. There are some cardholder photo ops and discounts, and you can earn Disney rewards dollars, but outside of Disney, that card is basically standing around on the corner like, I brought stickers. So I keep it in its lane, and I have the version that has no annual fee. The Disney Visa is basically a specialist. It has one skill, like that friend who can quote every line from an 80s movie but cannot remember where they parked. One of the best things about using Chase cards is that you can combine your points. This is where the system gets really good. My Chase Freedom card earns points. My Chase Sapphire Preferred card also earns points. If I have, for example, 50,000 points sitting between both cards, I move them all to the Sapphire account. Then I use those points to book flights, hotels, rental cars, or whatever I need, which feels deeply satisfying and also kind of thrifty. To combine the points, I literally just log into Chase, click on the option to combine points, move them from Freedom to Sapphire, and I'm done. It takes like 30 seconds. Less time than it takes for me to find my cheaters, which are somehow never where I left them. All right, let me give you some real-world examples, because otherwise this all sounds like one of those infomercials where someone is suspiciously excited about a mop. I've used points to pay for pre-cruise hotel stays. I've used points for flights for my family of 4. I've used my Disney Rewards dollars to pay for that adorable Mickey trucker hat and a Dole Whip with a rum floater. If you want to build points up faster without spending more money, here are the things I do. First, put every possible everyday expense on your Chase cards. Hide your debit card from yourself so you don't automatically reach for it. Pay attention to bonus categories. Sometimes Chase offers extra points for certain purchases. If there's a quarter where you get extra points at grocery stores or gas stations, activate that. Because if you're buying those things anyway, you might as well collect extra points while you're at it. And if after watching this you decide you want to get one of these Chase cards and start earning points for travel, I do have referral links down in the description, or you can use this QR code. If you use my referral link, both you and I get points, so win-win. To sum it all up, the best part is that I'm not spending more money. I'm just making the money I already spend work for me. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe, let me know in the comments if you use a card setup for travel points. Thanks for watching.